I would like you to get your Go Math book, lesson 2.8, page 117. Our target today is I can apply place value concepts to find equivalent representations of numbers. And so what that means is we can just write our numbers in different ways. But that's kind of a fancy way to say it, I think. All right, so let's do some exploring. So on page 117, I'm going to read you a problem, and you're going to draw a quick picture to solve. And then we're going to write how many tens and how many ones. Mrs. Peabody has 35 books on a cart to take to classrooms. She can use boxes that each hold 10 books, and she can also place single books on the cart. What are two different ways she can put the books on the cart? Now, when we read that story problem, I don't know about you, but I kind of am like, where do we start? Well, where do we start? Let's draw a quick picture to solve it. Then we'll write how many tens and ones our picture has. Okay, so she has 35 books. So I want you to draw 3 groups of 10 and 5 ones. That's how many books she has on a cart to take to her classrooms. So we can write in 3 groups of 10 and 5 ones. We can also break apart a 10 stick and turn them into ones. Let's see what that looks like. So we're going to take this group of 10 and put it into ones. So I took my 10 and I broke it apart into 10 ones, 10 squares. We now have 2 groups of 10 and 15 ones. We added 10 ones to the 5 ones and we had from our previous picture. I think we still can break apart another 10. Let's see what that looks like. So now I have 10 more ones. Now I have 1 group of 10 and 25 ones. I think I can still break apart one more. Do you think I can? I think I can. I think I can take that 10, and now look how many ones I have. Wow. We have 0 groups of 10 and 35 ones. Wow. Mrs. Peabody started out with 3 boxes of 10 books and 5 single books. She then took apart one of the boxes of 10 books, and she just kept breaking the 10s apart. She continued to break apart the total until she couldn't do it anymore. The number of books Mrs. Peabody has did not change, but the way we counted them did. So we took away those 10s and made them all into ones. So remember, we're really thinking about, we're focusing on how we can show numbers in different ways. So here are 2 ways to show 148. So at the top of page 118, and they have already written in 148 for us, and they've given us an example, a picture, and then they're going to show us another way to write 148. So in this way, we have 100, 4 10s, 8 ones. The second way, we have 14 10s and 8 ones. Does it equal the same number? It does equal the same number. It's just a different way to draw the same number. All right, so for number 1, we're going to draw quick pictures to show the number a different way. We're going to write 2 ways to show how many hundreds, how many tens, and how many ones. So look at your picture. It's 213. We're going to start with the easiest way to show this number, just the way it's read, which is 213. So there's my picture, and then I wrote my numbers in. So you go ahead and do that. Remember to stop the video if you need to. Now the second way is a little trickier. So let's take apart one of the hundreds and turn it into 10 tens. So I wonder how we're going to do that. So I took a group of 100, and there are 10 tens in a group of 100. So I took them all apart. Now I have rectangles. And I still have one group of 10 left, though. And then I have my ones. So there's my picture. And then I'm going to fill in my numbers to match that. So the second way is definitely the more difficult way because we're breaking down that group of 100. But we want to remember that a group of 100 has 10 tens in it. That's why we were able to make a group of 100. All right, oops, sorry. Okay, so that's a different way you could write it. You could do the 200s, and we could have 0 tens, and we could do 13 ones. So that's another way that you could do that one. We'll just probably stick with the first one that we did. All right, let's look at 132. I want you to stop the video, and then I want to see if you can do this one by yourself. So remember to do the way that we know to be the easiest first, and then try the more difficult way second. All right, our number is 132. We're going to start with the easiest way. I have one group of 100, and my picture matches. I have 3 groups of 10 and 2 ones. All right, now we're going to break it down a little bit differently. So we're going to take that group of 100 and break it into 10 tens. So now I'm going to have 10 rectangles, 10 groups of 10, which means I have 0 hundreds. Now how many groups of 10 am I going to have? I have to add my 3 from before. So now I'm going to have 13, and then my ones are going to stay the same. So there's another way that we could do that, but we will skip that way. We'll just stick to that one for right now. All right, so I would like you to look at page 119. I would like you to try number 3 and number 4 all by yourself. So go ahead and stop the video, try it, and then come back to check your answers. All right, hopefully you're ready to check your answers. So we started with 144, and we're going to draw a picture. So one group of 100, 4 groups of 10, and 4 ones. And I filled it right in my place value box right down there. Okay, so now we're going to take apart that group of 100, and let's turn it into 10 ones. Now remember, I still have tens from over there, so now I have 4 more tens, so I have a total of 14 tens and 4 ones. All right, let's look at the next number. Sorry, it's going to go through this. there we go, 204. So we're going to draw a quick picture. I have 2 groups of 100. I don't have any 10s, and I have 4 1s. I'm going to go ahead and write that in there. And then I'm going to break down one of my groups of 100 into 10 1s. And remember, I had no 10s from before, so I have 10 10s, 4 1s. I still have a group of 100. I could break it down even more, but I didn't ask you to do that, so you don't have to do that. All right, so we're going to look at our a story problem. So I would like you to turn to page 120. And up at the top, it says problem solving application. We are going to draw a picture of this and break it down. We do have a problem that is very close to this on our test. So that's kind of my secret to you, of those that are watching the whole video. There is one that's really close to this one on our test, so you might want to pay close attention. Marbles are sold in boxes, in bags, or as single marbles. Each box has 10 bags of marbles in it. Each bag has 10 marbles in it. So we're going to draw a picture to show 2 ways to buy 324 marbles. Remember, we're going to start with the easiest way to show this number, just the way it's read. Now, if you would like to try this one, you can stop the video and try it, and then start it up again to check my answer. We're also going to do the math on the spot to check our answer too. All right, so I'm going to draw 3 groups of 100, 2 groups of 10, 4 1s. Now for my second picture, I'm going to break down one of those groups of 100 into 10 10s with my other 2 and then the 4 1s. So now I have 2 groups of 100, 12 10s, 4 1s. There is only 1 box of marbles in the store. There are many bags of 10 marbles and single marbles. Draw a picture to show a way to buy 312 marbles. This is number 7 at the bottom of the page. So this is a level 4 question. So if you're trying this on your own, yay for you. If you're working with it right along with me, yay for you as well. Okay, so we're going to draw 1 box of marbles, and then we're going to add to the picture to get 312. So I know that 10 equals 100. I already have 100, and I need to add 2 more hundreds. So I know that 10 equals 100. So I'm going to add those. So now I have 21 10s and how many 1s? 4 1s. All right, hopefully you tried that one. That was a really challenging one. So if you tried it, I'm really proud of you. So I'm going to stop this video, and you will have a couple problems to practice, and then you can also watch your math on the spot.